All right, once you've accessed the desktop and you're in the screen for the main panel here, what you want to do is hit the AO scan software. Just double click on that. It's checking for the license time. You see in the middle there it says license good in green letters. If you ever see red letters where it says something like license file missing, you need to give a call to the office to make sure that something's not. Oftentimes, you simply need to plug and unplug and plug back in the base unit with the USB cable. That's usually the fix for that. So if that happens to be the case, just let us know. Now, in this circumstance, the first thing you want to do is once you get into the software is hit Select Technician. Now, I've got myself in there as a technician, so I would just click on it and hit Back. If you are going to be running a scan on someone, you want to select yourself as a technician so that your name shows up on the reports. Next, we want to go select client. And so this gives us the option of if you've got a person who has done this before, you would simply type their name in this bottom string. So in other words, we are going to access our patient John Doe. In that case, we're going to select client. Now here's John's information right here. So we have the ability to then go ahead and get John Doe's information in there. If there's any editing to be done, you can do it now. If you edit in the middle after you've done a scan, you'll actually create a separate client. So we don't want to do our editing after. We want to make sure all this information is correct from the beginning. So if that's the case and John Doe is your client, we can do that. Now, if John Doe isn't your client, or we have somebody new, we have the ability to type in all the information in all these bars. So exactly as it shows on the screen, we have last name, comma, first name, comma, middle initial, gender, birth date as it shows there with the slashes in between. The email is very important. Make sure you get your email correct because this is the email that will be the target email for all the reports that will be sent. Phone number, birthplace, height, weight, hair, and eye color are also in there. Now, what people get a little bit concerned about is that this is gathering information about their personal life. The reason that this is not as it is because we then don't have to take a social security number for a patient number. The odds are that John Doe is not going to have any kind of similar information to another John Doe out there. So if we click on select and we get John Doe, how many John Does were born in Fresno, California on this date who are 5'11", 185 pounds, blonde hair, and brown eyes? The chances are nil that you're going to have another person with the same name with all that same kind of information. So in that case, that's something we want to take a look at. Now I'm going to change this so I get my information back when I do this exam. So Jeff at wholelifeclinic.com. So now I'm going to change that. So now I'm going to save. I will save the changed information for John Doe to send to my email. All the other information can remain the same. So when we click save, we now have it that the client name is in there, the technician's name is in there, and all the correct information is ready to go. So all that needs to be done before you go ahead and start any of the programs to get anything going as far as all this testing and things like this. So I'm going to stop here, but that gets you what you need to know to gain access and set up before you do the testing. Thanks.